Hi everybody, in this tutorial I will show you how to add main parts parameters to the description iProperty. In my case this would be conveyor belt, and I want the width, the thickness and the length to be always shown in the iProperties in the description section and stay always up to date. So for that I will give the main parameters some names. For example, I want the thickness to be T belt, okay. Extrusion would be, this is the width, B belt. And for the length, there is no actual parameter for that. We will get to that a bit later. So for now, we can go to iProperties and modify it. So this would be the iProperty expression. We will give equal sign at the beginning and then open chevrons and just type here B belt, our first parameter, and as the thickness would be our second parameter T belt. Hit apply. So nothing has changed yet. I forgot to check these parameters inside export parameters section. Now it should be okay. Yeah, so first parameters appeared here. We'll just need to make it a bit nicer. It can be done inside properties. We'll just bring up custom property format and uncheck trailing zeros like so. Press done. Let's check. Okay, now we have width and thickness. Also, now I want to add the parameter, the part number before the description to always be the same as part number. That would be part number. Okay. Now let's add the length value to the parameters. So there is no parameter which actually corresponds to the value, to the length value of this belt. I can measure it as a curve loop. Would be its value. Now I know the two ways we can deal with this problem. The first way, we can create a volume parameter and then divide the volume of the part by the width of the belt and by the thickness of the belt, and that would be our result. So let's do so. First we need to add numeric parameter. Let's call it volume. Let's change the units of measure to liters. Now we need to add a simple iLogic rule. Let's call it volume update. We need this to always refresh the volume of the part when the part modifies. So inside that volume iLogic rule, I want to copy a bit of code. I will leave the link to this part in the description below the video, so I won't type it here just to save some time. This is a very simple iLogic rule. First, it updates the volume parameter according to iProperties volume, and then just update the part. So save. Now we need to go to the iLogic event triggers and add this rule inside section part geometry change, and maybe before save document, and also any model parameter change. Hit OK. Let's save the model. So now we need also create the parameter we will use as length of this belt. It would be Let's call it L belt. Okay, and now we just need to calculate it. I have already prepared the expression for that. I will place it here. So this just divides the volume of the part by its width and by the thickness. And as a result, we also round it to the closest whole number. And this is our result. So we can also check it here and add to the description expression. Apply. So our description is done. So we can check if it works. Okay, let's check it again. Yeah, we see that all parameters now refreshing along with the model. Let's check if thickness changes, and maybe let's make it 500. Let's check that. Okay, seems to be okay. Let's even make sure that it calculates the correct length value. 3489. Let's check again. Yes, it's correct. So beside this, there is another way you can calculate the length of this belt. We can create another parameter. Let's call it L belt 2, and we will create another iLogic rule. Let's call it length belt. And here we just paste a simple iLogic code, which actually calculates the length of the loop we were measuring, but it just calculates automatically. Click save. Now let's also add this iLogic rule to event triggers. Event update. Here and here. Click OK. Save. And now let's check. Okay, as you can see, both values are the same. So this is the second way of calculating the length. Let's check if it updates correct. Okay, now let's manually check the length. 3253. Now let's check what we have inside our parameters. Yes, as you can see, these same values are displayed here. So this is how you can do it easily and always have the relevant values inside your iProperties. This can be description or any other field. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time. Bye.